Hey everyone, welcome back to ChaatNChat, where we're watching Raabta. This is part 3 of 3, so if you have not watched part 1 or part 2, go watch it and then come back here and join us for this last half. Last third. Are you ready?
Jello.
Let's go.
Oh, he's on the mend.
Well, she got that tattoo and she was pretty young.
Yeah.
Dude. She's as fickle as the wind, man.
Yeah.
Someone has to have some decency.
Wow.
Dang, that's what it takes to get married in this little village?
Yeah.
Ouch.
She can hold her breath for a long time. I'm assuming she's still underwater.
I don't think we're in like her flashback anymore. This is just backstory at this point. It's like, what do you mean? Like,
Or it's not happening real time.
so this story I'm a little more skeptical about the two of them falling, like if she actually cares for him, or is this still a scheme of hers to get him to not attack
Yeah.
her village or whatever?
Yeah, she's still like, there's still stakes for her in terms of her original mission.
Yeah, so I don't know if like she's feigning all of this love that she has for him. He gave the dagger to her, so that was like a selfless act, I guess. But just one selfless act is enough for her to be like, I'm changing everything for you.
तुम्हारी धड़कन में मेरा नाम आता है कैसे आएगा बुरा क्योंकि तो दिल नहीं होते
Harsh.
So mean.
Whoa. Jeez.
Doesn't seem like she was in on the plan, but
Not that plan, that's for sure.
the comet that's a little bit more like meteorites.
साहिबा मेरी थी मेरी रहेगी
They don't have the decency to just like cut off his head or something. Make him drown to death.
Come on, dude, you got 3 minutes and 21 seconds of holding your breath.
Not when he's been stabbed like three
That's
times.
true. Okay, he's not at his peak performance. Give him that.
I did all this what for what too. Man, so you can dance, you can sing, you can hold your breath for really long extended periods of time. You got to be like a quadruple threat to be a Bollywood star.
Yeah.
Did she die? I think she did, which then probably binds them somehow. Soul binds them under a magical comet. I mean, how could that not happen? Oh, he's then three-way soul bind. Oh, I didn't see that coming. That seems sort of like a hellish curse, though, doesn't it? Because I mean, how many times do you have to go through this?
Oh, where he got stabbed in the back, is that where his birthmark is?
It is.
I like that callback.
That is an interesting callback, but given the conditions of the soul binding and the reincarnations, I think it's appropriate. It's very intense.
So something's happened to him before that he got all these memories back as well, just before she did.
मुझसे ही तो प्यार कर सकती हो तुम
This guy has no grip on reality.
They both know about the reincarnated past. I'm wondering what do you got to do to break this cycle? Because this can't be the first time. I mean, Well, maybe because of the comet, this first time that they've all been in the same life
cycle
together. So that could have avoided them from having to deal with this before. But still, I'd be concerned, especially this guy who has and her. They have the most vivid memory of it, of breaking this cycle, so I don't have to go through it again. Seems like a pretty messed up situation.
Well, for her, but for him, he's probably thinking every cycle he gets another chance.
Yeah.
But for her, she's like, dude, get off my back, man. Just let me live my life.
It's tragic. I mean, she's the unfortunate nexus of the turmoil. And these two guys are just...
In all these lives, she has to keep sacrificing a portion of herself to do something that she thinks is the greater good. Dude's so smug about it.
Well, he knows that he's got the upper hand in terms of the whole reincarnation inside story.
Yeah, if she tried to explain the whole thing, and if he doesn't believe in all of that, she's going to sound like a crazy.
Yeah, maybe just dunk him in the water for a while till he nearly drowns.
Oh, good idea.
Stay there, I swear I'm gonna kill her.
Well, that's no way to make friends with the bodyguards.
He'll kill you.
She doesn't really know the plan yet, I guess. That was the plan anyway.
Well, here's the dive into the water you were asking for.
Things aren't lining up good.
He went to the local grocery store for that bottle of water.
There's probably a convenience store, up on the beach.
I was a princess. तू एक warrior था. And we were in love. Zach ने मुझे पाने के लिए तुझे मार.
I'll have whatever she's having.
Yeah.
One qualification to be a goon, well-defined jawline.
Yeah.
Oh!
Wait a second. They're shooting at her too. That's not part of the plan.
Maybe he's like, oh, this life cycle screwed up. We'll try again in the next one. Just kill them both. The psychotic break. And every night is a full moon in this movie. Every one.
Yeah, I guess the ocean's not that big when you have a helicopter. No, it's actually pretty big. Oh, that's awesome. They really did that. Oh.
That's a
submachine gun. Oh, same exact way. He must have like a memory or something. He remembers all the details.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, changed thing a little bit.
Oh yeah, he didn't have a buddy last time either, so.
He's still chained to the bottom of the ocean. Well, it's kind of poetic. I guess all the henchmen just packed it in and left.
Or got blown up.
Yeah.
Back at the Golden Temple. Amritsar, Punjab.
तुम्हारी मम्मी कभी-कभी तुम्हें बोलेंगे कि तुम पिछले जन्म में करण अर्जुन थे. बिल्कुल मत सुनना.
At the end of these movies, whenever they have a big number like this, and many movies end like this, I always imagine this being like their rap party.
Yeah.
What'd you think
started weird, didn't it, with the whole stalker thing? But it's difficult to get into the premise without a little bit of weirdness, I think. Of course, Shiv never really apparently bought into the whole previous life thing, even at the very end. So
Yeah, I think he kind of went on faith there. I know they made a couple of those comments that said, without trust, there isn't love. And so maybe they're reiterating that by never having him fully awaken those memories. So he just basically just trusts her and be like, look, okay, I don't really know what you're talking about, but I love you and I'm going to support you. Yeah, it was a little strange because they did slow time down. They had that little like slow-mo effect when they first like met and things got quiet and they shared this look, but it was never like really hitting home that there was this force like pushing them together.
Yeah.
But I think that's what they were trying to do with like him being so pushy. He could just walk right into her house and her be okay with that. Like literally you just met this dude and he follows you all the way home. He walks right into your house, but then you just plant a thick one on him like as he's leaving and then you kick him out of the house.
I mean, his charisma was sort of like his warrior energy from the previous life, except for that he seemed like some kind of weird warrior guy who'd had no like emotional intelligence at all in the warrior life. I don't know, they could have set up his present day character I think a little bit different so that when they had that sort of love at first sight moment, it seemed a little bit less like he just running his game. Obviously has a lot of game.
He had a lot of lines.
Kind of like it would be better if it's like he somehow, in spite of being awkward, they still are super attracted to each other and he almost like finds his inner game even though it's like not his normal character.
Yeah.
Like it's just, it works with her and it's like more.
Maybe, as you were saying, have his character have like maybe not so many like confident traits, but when he's talking to her, like he just always like says the right thing or something, or has this connection that he has these, says something that she connects with because she doesn't know why subliminally she has these things. So, okay, I get that. And it would have made it a lot less awkward for sure. I guess I would ask you the WTF moment, but I think that would be
What would be the most WTF moment?
that kiss, right? Like where they were standing in the doorway. She's like, get out of my house. And he's like, oh, come on, just one right here. And you were thinking like, dude, come on, she's not going to fall for that. Get out. And then he's like, come on, just a little. And then she just like grabs him and just like full on smacks it. Well, no, I think that shock though is what they were going for, because then it even surprised her because right after that kiss, right, her face was just like, wait, what the heck?
He didn't even seem like he was winning her over at all during any of that stuff. And it was pretty creepy and weird anyway that he showed himself in.
Okay, the rating time. How many pani puris out of 5 do you rate this?
I would rate this one 3 pani puri.
3?
Because it's just the weird awkwardness stuff. There had its entertaining moments for sure. Let's say 3.5. I'll give it a half.
3.5 eaten pani puri. I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4 because I don't know, I liked it. The flashback, the whole second half for me just flew by because I was engaged in that whole story, like, and then just trying to connect all their story arcs together to the past. Like I enjoyed that as I was watching it. I was like, oh yeah, he's doing this, oh, because of that, like the birthmark thing, which I'm glad they didn't actually like focus on like a whole beat where they zoom into the birthmark and then they zoom into his wound in the past and they zoom into the birthmark. I mean, they didn't beat like you over the head with it. It's like those little connections. So tell us what you thought. Did you like the movie? How many pani puri would you rate it? Let us know in the comments. And remember, if you caught yourself being entertained, be sure to subscribe, get notified, and is janam mein aur agle janam mein like button tapar maro.